Yo, alright, we are live. That is good. Hello.
There we go.
There's a
Yep.
Lilligant with a very beautiful butterfly next to it.
Yay.
There's a screen we haven't seen in a while.
We may see it again in just a minute. We never know. It automatically sends the update to everyone else. Alright. That's good then.
You'd say there's a butterfly with a very beautiful Lilligant next to it. I mean, that works too, to be honest. It's a very old picture that Shane sent me, actually. The Lilligant with the flute playing the Ends castle in the background. Not sure how Lilligant learned to play the flute, but, you know, details, right?
What do we care?
Yeah, considering no mouth, that's a good question. Yep.
Open those up. Alright. Alright. I'm set to go. I'm in streaming for a minute, but I'm pretty sure I got everything set up.
Yeah, that's good. Alright. Hello. So,
How you doing?
this is going to be an interesting experiment, to say the least. I was kind of considering making video stuff out of this. I'm not sure that I end up will, if only because there's going to be like so much to cut out of this, right? You know, in order to like get the decks made and stuff. The decks are kind of time consuming to build, so it might
Just a
end
bit.
up, yeah, it might end up being a bit more work than I would anticipate for that. What time is it? It's dueling time. Alright, so let's go over the basic idea of this. We are going to open 24 packs of each Yu-Gi-Oh set as they came out. So we go on to when eventually we'll switch over. F11 full screen that should eventually work. Just have to move the stuff up. There we go. We are going to open 24 packs of the sets in order, so we'll be starting Legend of Blue Eyes today. It is not time to trap but that's miles away. Yeah, we're going to be opening 24 packs of each set in order, and then at the end of each draft, we're going to save the collection that we get and make a deck out of said collection that we've built up over the course of the series, I suppose, as we're doing this. And we'll play a best 2 out of 3 game on Duelbook with each episode, if you will, that we do. We'll get more and more cards from each set as we go along. Whoever wins gets winner and loser will get a draw of a wheel to try and get extra cards to improve their decks. But the winner's wheel is slightly better, slightly more favorable than the loser's one, so there's still an incentive to win as well. And yeah, each time around we'll just be getting more cards to add to the collection, and we will be seeing just how crazy things get as we go along, how many of the ridiculous power cards we pull. The cool thing about being the draft, of course, you don't have access to absolutely every single card, so you don't know what the opponent's deck is likely to contain. And yeah, we'll just see how fun it gets as we go through. So, Kim and I are going to do our draft separately. The only communication for this first one that we will have is at least I will let Kim know in the chat if I get, like when my draft is locked in, as in when we get pot agreed. Because if we don't draft pot agreed in this first set, there's basically no real way that we would get it otherwise, and it is super unfair if one person has it and the other one doesn't. We are playing traditional format, so ban cards are allowed at 1 copy per deck, So that's gonna be ridiculous, and luckily this didn't happen in like with Cimo and Nim Nim. They both pulled Pot of Greed in their opening 24, but I have done plenty of box openings of this and not had it. So yeah, that is the only exception. This is the only set which we can redraft if we don't get it. It's a choice though. If you pull nuts otherwise and you think you can do without it, keep the draft, but I will let you know when my draft is locked in. That's the only communication
The draft
we'll
is
have.
locked for when we get our decks made and such.
Yeah, so when I say locked in this one, I mean either you get Pot of Greed in your draft set, and if you do, then you have to take that draft. Or if you don't get Pot of Greed, you have a choice as to whether you want to re-roll and like draft again, or you can take it if you've got some really good cards otherwise and you don't think you'll need it.
All 24 packs.
Yes. Once you've drafted the 24, you'll be able to add to collection, and you can view said collection at any point. As you can see at the moment, you can't, but the stream can. I have no cards in collection because I deleted my previous sync to make sure that there's no overdraft, no overlap with what I have looked at previously for this when I was testing stuff out. So, brand new collection, and this will be able to show like every card that we have picked up, with the exception of a couple of prize wheel ones, I think.
Alright, just to make sure, yep, the collection is empty. Alright.
Yep. I think I need to hit
Alright.
back.
So on both sides, we're just going to deafen ourselves. We're just going to draw until we get our Pot of Greed, quote unquote. And just make our decks from there. I guess we'll rejoin the call once we get our decks in. Or get our cards.
That's pretty much it. Like I was saying, I will just send a message on the Discord when my draft is locked. Where like as soon as I get the Pot of Greed, if I when I figure it in, I will just say this draft is locked in, and we will go from there. Alright.
Alrighty.
Best of luck with your pulls, and
Best of luck.
We'll reconvene when we've got our decks built up.
Dual fair, dual play.
Yeah. Alright. See you in a bit, buddy.
Alright.
Alright, as I said, we're locked in, so let's just take a quick look before we actually start it here at what sort of cards are even actually available in the Legend of Blue Eyes, because this is famously one of the worst opening sets in any TCG ever, but it has some crazy power cards to go with it as well. So, yeah, obviously you would like something like the Blue Eyes or Trihorn. There's a few, like, 2 tribute monsters that would actually be good in this set, right? For getting over some of the monsters. Because the highest attack, like, level 4 monster in this set, if I remember rightly, is Skull Redbird, wherever that is. It's at 1550, and that's really not strong in the slightest. It's all the way down the bottom of the set, isn't it? There's Urubi at 1500. There is Skull Redbird at 1550 eventually, and that's like the strongest monster in the entire set. Yeah, down here, Skull Redbird at 1550. Level 4, that's the highest like basic thing that you have here. You have a lot of monsters that have 2000 defense. They're all in the rare or higher slot, but there's, of course, there's Exodia as well. There's the legendary Pot of Greed, which is a rare, so we should pick it up, but it's not guaranteed. But then you have the ridiculous power cards, right? Monster Reborn is in this set. It's kind of disgusting. This Hain Maneater Bug is like 2 of the only effect cards here. Arm Ninja is actually quite good if Kip pulls Swords of Revealing Light, or it can like pitch equip cards and stuff as well. It's the only spell removal in the entire set, so you've kind of got to go with that. Swords of Revealing Light, it was limited back in the day, it is unlimited nowadays, so if we pull 3 of them, we could use them. Stop Defense can get rid of a lot of these 2k defense walls, like Giant Soldier of Stone, Spirit of the Heart up here, There's a lot more for defense than there is for offense in this set. All of the equip cards are like 300 attack gain, the field cards are plus 200 attack and defense. Cursed Dragon doesn't even get over these things, and that's a super rare. So, like, your 1 tribute monsters are this, and like Succubus Knight is the best one at 1650 as a common. It's kind of ridiculous. It's also the only set where you get like Polymerization, Fissure is another really big target that we want to try and get because it's just spot removal. That's going to be really useful for basically any deck going forward. And Dark Hole, Regeki, of course, these are the two biggest ones. Regeki is limited, but Dark Hole is not nowadays. So if you did pull like 3 of those, you could play all 3 of them. Otherwise, Dragon Capture Jar, I guess, specifically for this set, so that you could get, like put the opposing Blue Eyes to defense if they get it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not a lot in here that is like actually good, but I figured we may as well like go over this stuff. I mean, it gets a lot more interesting when we go into later sets and stuff here as well. So, sealed draft mode, 24 packs. Legend of Blue Eyes, let's get this cracking, shall we? So, our first pack, we get pretty much nothing. Witty Phantom is like the 3rd strongest monster in the set at 1400 for level 4. So, I mean, that's fine. Flame Ghost is not going to be useful in the slightest. There's Fissure in pack 2 here, so instant removal. Turtle Tigers at 1500 defense, that's better than most of the attacking cards, so that's probably going into the deck anyway. And there it is, straight away in pack 3. Locked in already. The Pot of Greed. So whatever we get in this draft, this is it. This is what we've got to work with. So that's it. Hopefully we get some good stuff. We've at least got a Fissure already, so that's pretty good. Urbi is the 2nd strongest of the monsters here at like 1500. It can get boosted by Wasteland, I guess, which is quite nice, so it gets over the Skull Redbird. So yeah, oh boy, whatever we get here, we have got to stick with. And let's just hope it's good. So Armed Ninja, as I mentioned, you can, if the opponent's got swords, this is the only way to out swords in this this set. It could also get rid of the field spells that are good. Beaver Warrior is surprisingly decent, 1200 attack, 1500 defense, so it can stave off most opponents. We might end up needing to use a lot of those. Aquamador is quite good for this set standards. Spellcaster, 1200 attack, 2000 defense. So we want as many of these sorts of monsters as we can because this is how we're going to live. Remove Trap would be okay if we get Blue Eyes or like Red Eyes Trihorn Dragon. And Kib also puts Dragon Capture Jar in his deck. This is the only way to out it in the set. So that's a side deck card if I ever saw one. Oh, straight away. There we go. Dark Hole as pack number 6. That is pretty respectable. So this is going to be playable for the entire rest of our draft. And yeah, Dark Hole just removes all monsters off the field. So that is a fantastic pickup to get for sure. There's another Witty Phantom there too. We might end up playing dark stuff here with the army and whatnot. Nothing too fancy here. If you pull Polymerization of Flower Wolf, then Silverfang is not like the worst thing ever. Flower Wolf I think was 1800 and does get boosted by Forest, which the two like precursors do as well. So it's not too bad. Metal Dragon does get fused with this thing, but this level 5, like 1400 attack, 1800 defense, pretty terrible, so probably wouldn't be playing that. Nothing really here either. The second Wasteland is okay. Tyhone, I guess, is 1200 attack, 1400 defense, so that's not the worst, but definitely not the kind of monster we really want to look at here. Oh, Trap Hole's a good one. Trap Hole's actually a super rare, so it's actually pretty good for this format. If a monster of 1000 attack or higher is summoned, no, normal summon specifically, you flip it, it destroys it. There's your Trap Tricks card, Burdis. That's the closest you'll get. Yeah, so that's a really good one to get. If he tribute summons something, like if he pulls out Red Eyes or something like that, then that's a fantastic thing to have around for it. Another super rare, which we are not going to be able to make use of here, the Flame Swordsman. Pulling out our energy over here. Gravedigger Ghoul is probably a side deck card for this draft, specifically in case he pulls Monster Reborn. If we see Monster Reborn in like game 1 or 2, this card is something you definitely would want in the side deck because it banishes 2 monsters that are in the opponent's graveyard. So that's the only way you would out Monster Reborn, really. It's not a great out, but, you know, it's there. Dark Lord Thorns, again, if we get Polymerization, Flower Wolf is a thing that could fuse that way. Technically, this is one of the Flame Swordsman fusion things, but we're not really looking for that. No Skull Redbird or anything. Yeah, Swords of Revealing Light's a good one. Again, basically no outs to it other than Arm Ninja in this set, so 3 turns where the opponent can't do anything. That's pretty good. Urubi pickup as well. It's fine. Skull Redbird is what we really would want, though. It's not there, that's for sure. That pack has, like, nothing good. I guess Final Flame, if we don't get any other cards that we could use, we might actually be able to do that. Hey, a second Fisher, though. That's pretty good. Trial of Nightmares at 1300 attack. So I guess if you use Inyami, that could also be fine. Next one, we have the last copy of Urubi, I guess. Raised Body Heat is the Dinosaur Equip card. So Urubi actually does work quite well with that. Might even have to use Mammoth Graveyard if I'm going to use that. Yeah, Umi's there as well, it's fine. There's the Flower Wolf. If we did pull Polymerization, that could be a thing. Forest is quite versatile. There's a lot of monsters that this works with, like Beast, Insect, Plant, and Beast Warrior. So Beaver Warrior Beatdown, there's one of your things for it. Alright, next up, 3 copies of Fisher, okay. 3 Fisher and a Dark Hole, I can't really moan too much about that. Green Phantom King is the best defense monster that's not a rare. It's at 1600, so it does just get over Skull Redbird. So we'll probably have to play set it out as well. Alright, 6 packs left, a second Swords of Revealing Light. Ooh, okay. Big tanking. I don't think I have a big payoff for it at the moment, but hey, if we can stop some attacks, then maybe at the very least I can just get my Dark Hole or the Fisher and just, like, destroy what he has. That might be the way that this has to go at the moment. Nothing too fancy out of that. Dragon Capture Jar is not terrible to get. Again, if he pulls a big dragon like Blue Eyes or something out, Trihorn Dragon, obviously, that could be the fun one. Dragon Capture Jar puts it in defense and stops it from attacking, so probably going to have to play that just in case. Beaver Warrior is about the best there. The 13th Grave synergizes with Wasteland. It's only 1200 though, so that's not super good. Yeah, not really anything there either. I mean, I guess this guy's got 1400 defense, but that's fine. Alright, 2 packs left. What do we got? Nothing really there. A Turtle Tiger, I guess. Last one? Dark Magician. Okay. You know what? That could be the win con. So, no Skull Redbirds. That's a little bit concerning. Only one 2k defender, or did I get a Spirit of the Harp as well? I think it was only one 2k defender, was the Aquamador. But I did get 2 Swords of Revealing Light. So I guess that is what we're gonna have to go with. Well, that could have gone worse, it could have gone a lot better, but at the same time, we have Triple Fisher, Dark Hole, no Regeki, but Triple Fisher, Dark Hole, and 2 Swords of Revealing Light, and a Trap Hole. So... Sorry, I just gotta speak to Kib on the thing, because he's gonna redraft. He's just asking only one redraft. It's like, no, just redraft if you don't get pot and you're not happy enough. Okay. So, let's shift over to there. Yeah, timed out due to inactivity because I had this open for a while. Alright, just gonna get that opened up. I have to play full screen, otherwise the stuff doesn't sit right on the stream, so that's fine. Alright, Deck Constructor. So here's the construction thing. You search out your cards by typing the name up in here, which is why this might take a while to sort out. Yeah, you can see whenever I go at the top of the screen, it kind of shrinks things down. It's a little bit awkward, but this is the best that I think I can do without like trying to be really messy with the resolution. So we'll stick with that. So yeah, we need to kind of go through the draft and see the stuff that we picked up here. So I guess the obvious one is the obvious one is Dark Magician. You know, that has to be the first thing that we put in, right? Considering the last card that we picked up there. Yeah, I mean we could do something like this, right? As a tournament style thing if we wanted. If more people would want to play them, we can do stuff like that. Alright, next one. I know we got more than enough Urbies, so that has to be the next thing that goes in. No, we're using traditional rules. So like we allow one copy of pot, like one copy of ban cards, but not multiples. Otherwise, it is following like current ban list and such. Basically, if you've seen anything from Cimo's progression series, it's pretty much that. Because I looked at that and I went, that is so fun. Like, it looks like so much fun that I want to play. And that was more or less it from there. So, if you've seen anything of that, that's what I wanted to do. I needed to find somebody who wanted to play as well. And, Kib was more than happy to oblige, it seems. So, alright, anyway, what else do you say? Yeah, I'm curious to see how it'll go myself there as well. Okay, anyway, so I'm just trying to keep tabs on what Kib has said as well. Is like if you do pull Pot of Greed, it's a lock. If you don't pull it, then you can redraw. Right? Yeah, I didn't used to watch it. I think it ended up just getting like recommended through some of the other stuff that I was watching at the time. And you know how it goes with YouTube once you start watching one thing with it. Yeah, it gets really, really good a couple of like a few sets in. That's for sure. Anyway, Turtle Tiger. It's 1500 defense. We've kind of gotta use it. I'm scrolling through again just to see how many I actually pull. Because yeah, it's a common, but you don't always get multiples of them. So I'm just I scroll through and click. There's probably an easier way of doing it, but this is how I've worked it out at the moment. Good old Beaver Warrior coming on in here. I'm pretty sure I pulled 3 of that. I've seen at least 2 as I've scrolled through. There's one. 1, 2. Yeah, I've got one at the top. So we have the Beaver Warrior. That's fine. I have 1 copy of Aqua Mador to go in. I might as well just put the cards in as I remember them. We've got Fisher to go in as a free of. There is Dark Hole has to go in for sure. Bit of a shame to have missed out on Regeki, but that is fine. Pot of Greed, obviously that goes in as a one of. 2 copies of Swords. Swords of Revealing Lights. Yeah, I actually didn't know this was a card as well. Like this is much more recent. But yeah, Swords of Burning Light looks neat. Seems useless, but looks neat. And then there was the one Trap Hole for sure. That's pretty much our removal package there. I didn't get any Hain, I didn't get any Man-Eater Bugs, so yeah, that's the removal setup. There's Dragon Capture Jar. I actually don't need to play Remove Trap myself because I didn't pull any dragons that are worth noting. I didn't get Cursed Dragon, I didn't get Red Eyes, Trihorn, or Blue Eyes, so I don't need that myself. I mean, this I'll put to the side at the moment, because I might not, if I have like too many other cards. It's Legend of Blue Eyes though. Pretty sure I'm not going to have enough cards to not play it, but whatever. Arm Ninja, I got at least 2 of. Yeah, it's the only way to out swords, so definitely want 2 of that. Alright, Kib is locked as well. So... yeah, we're both locked in now, it seems, which is good. Oh yeah, I need to add draft to collection. I should do that whilst I'm thinking on it. Alright, let's see. So I've got the Irby, got that. Green Phantom King is probably the next one to look at. Since I didn't get that many 2Ks, like I only got the one 2000 Defender here, I should probably add this guy in as well. I just need to, again, look at how many I actually got. Oh, I have like 3 on Ninja. I should probably play 3, to be honest. I might end up siding it just in case, but I should at the very least like have these around. Alright. Back up we go. The first like 4 sets. Yeah, no. I played until just about the end, like 4 sets before the end of GX. So I haven't ever done anything with Synchros or Exceeds or you know, any remotely modern thing. So that would be exciting if we eventually get that far. Okay, I know I pulled at least one of these. Where are they? There's one... Ooh, did I seriously not pull? Did I only pull one of these? Oh boy. Uh-oh. That's troubling. It might be difficult to outskull Redbird with this draft. Oh no. Oh boy. Yeah, it does. It really does. Okay, so that's gotta be something to think about then. How do we deal with the 1550? I guess I'm probably gonna have to use the forest route, and like Beaver Warrior can use forest to go over it. Because a lot of the other defensive stuff is also boosted by Mountain, which doesn't help because that's what, you know, that's what Skull Redbird is. It's a winged beast, so it gets boosted by the Mountain field. It's the same as most of the other like 14 to 1500 defense units do, so, ooh. That's pretty bad. Also, no poly, obviously, so there's no reason to specifically play, like, the Flower Wolf and stuff. Alright, let's see Wasteland. I know I need to put in those. So I'm probably gonna have to use, like, a split of Wasteland and Forest here, I imagine. Because the Wasteland is obviously really good for Urubi. I might end up putting Mammoth Graveyard in as well if I have enough, like, raised body heat. Sort of go in with that, because that way we might be able to just like run over Silver, like Skull Redbird. Just looking at how many I actually got. I am not okay. I see a second Wasteland. At least there's that. Oh, there is a third one. Okay, and then raised body heat. I saw at least 2 of those as we went. Yo, Chaotic Claw, how's it going? Yes, okay, so there's one down the bottom, there's the second one there. I guess Yami could also be a way, like Witty Phantom could also be a way of outing it. Okay, so I only got 2 raised body heat, so that has to stay as it is. Mammoth Graveyard. I saw at least one of those going through, so it's only 1200, but it does get boosted by raise. It's a dinosaur, not a zombie for whatever reason, so it does get boosted by raised body heat as well. So it's not the greatest monster out there, but it's still like it has some synergy with what I have. So you know, you've got to take what you can get right now. You know. Yeah, so I have a playset of that, which is fine. Yeah, I get. How many Yami did I actually pull? There's one in the top pack. So it's like 1, 2. Is there a third one? No, just a 2. Okay, that should still be fine. So we'll add that. Trial of Nightmare is at like 1300 and is also boosted by Yami. So I guess that could get added in here. I know I have at least one. Again, I've seen it as I go through. Terra the Terrible is a fiend. I guess that could also go in with that. I was going to add Forest, wasn't I? Ooh. Yeah, I'll need to think on that a little bit. Where is the trial? Yeah, just scroll. It's just scrolling up and down the thing to make sure of what I actually have. God, I know I had at least one. Where is it? Okay, there's one. I might only have one copy of it, actually. Just looking on. Ooh, yeah, I only have one. So, that's fine. Yeah, I guess we just got we're gonna have a whole bunch of fields here because it depends on the situation. I mean, we have Beaver Warrior, so Forest itself is worth playing. Have I got more than one? Because I know I saw the one, it's just, have I... Yeah, because there's one. There it is. Yeah, there's not enough spellcasters for me to play like Book of Secret Arts here. That would be the other thing that I'd consider. 2 Forest, okay. I guess I just play things that've got the best defense otherwise. So that's like Taihong, I've got 3 of that. That's at 1200, 1400 defense. So I know I saw 3 of that. I'm going to be moving some stuff to the side deck in a minute, so yeah, it's going over 40 cards, but that's fine. What was it? Kumo? Yeah, this weird spider thing. It's only 700 attack, is why I didn't initially put it in. But with Forest, that goes up to 1600 defense, which is bigger than Skull Redbird. But again, if he just puts a mountain down, that could be a problem. Might have to put a bunch of Arm Ninja in for that. Yeah, so I've got 1... 2... Yeah, so like 2 of that. Yeah, Spider Dude, exactly. And Terra the Terrible was the other one I was thinking that. He is indeed pretty terrible, but, you know. I've seen 2 of that as I've gone along. That's pretty much it. As far as, like, main deck goes. Oh, it's a dino. It's a dinosaur. Dino wrestlers are a lot more recent. I guess I could put some could put a couple of things in the extra deck just to confuse, but that probably won't even get noticed. Yeah, Jinzo was like 4th set. Yeah, get that 2 copies of Flower Wolf in there. I actually would have played Silverfang and Dark World 4. Like, they're 1200, 900, so they're not that great. But like, I actually would have played those if I would have played like Poly if I had it for that. Yeah, you've just got to kind of play what you can out of this first set, to be honest. I think the core of this is going to be okay. We've got Triple Fissure, Dark Hole, Pot of Greed, 2 Swords of Revealing Light, and a Trap Hole. That's really good. The only problem is, like, again, I don't have Skull Redbird, so I don't have the 1550 attack. I only have 1 Green Phantom King somehow. I was expecting to pull, like, a playset of this, but yeah, so we've only got, like, 2 defensive things here, really, that could stand up to Skull Redbird. Yeah, that's the big problem here. No Celtic Guardian, he's a super. He is a super rare, we didn't pull that. We did pull Flame Swordsman, however, so clearly got to put him in the extra deck, right? Oh, it's Spider-Man, okay. Yeah, you know what? That's actually quite fitting, considering. I would not have thought of that. Yeah, you gotta use the Celtic Guardian, Yugi. Speaking on stuff that way, I should probably play like 1 copy of 1 or maybe 2 like copies of Succubus Knight here. If only because if I can stick a monster on the field for a turn, this thing is stronger than any other like non-tribute summon, right? So I should probably stick that in. Like, yeah, the defense stuff is kind of annoying. I actually didn't get stop defense, did I? I don't remember saying anything about it, so let me just check as I go through. I got Gravedigger Ghoul. I guess that should probably go in the side deck. Ghost, Final Flame. That's not gonna do it. No. Nope. I did not get a single stop defense. Oh, yeah, I know. That's true. I'm gonna be dumping a fair bit of this into the side. I understand that I have too many cards here. That's obviously a concern. It's mostly like the fields and stuff I need to consider. I think Yami really is the only way that I'm gonna actually get over Skull Redbird, though. I kind of want to. Right, let's put 1 of these in the side. I shouldn't be tribute summoning very much anyway, if I'm being honest. It's mostly, I think it's mostly monsters that need to go to the side. We've got the fields for pretty much whenever we need. Let's sort this out, actually. The field, I mean, 7 fields is a lot, though. Because, okay, so my main offense is like Irby and maybe Mammoth Graveyard to raise body heat. So I'm feeling like the Wasteland is probably the most important one to keep. I could probably ditch one of those. One of those to the side. I mean, Tyhone does benefit from Mountain if he does play that. The symbol on Pot of Greed means it's banned in the modern format. But we're using traditional rules, so we will be allowing 1 copy of the ban card. We didn't pull Raigeki, otherwise, I mean, I guess I can show you it on here. Raigeki, I think, is like one of the only other like limited cards here. This would show you, yeah, you can only play 1 copy of it there. If I pulled Raigeki, that's what we'd have had. God, don't go up the top of the screen. I don't think we necessarily need to play Spider Dude, Little Spider-Man. So I think we'll move that there at the moment. And was it 24? 25 monsters is... I want the Arm Ninja in though, right? To bust the field spells. So like I kind of want to get at least 2 in. And then side the other one. So I should probably take out a couple of monsters. Take out... He is indeed terrible. We'll take out Tower the Terrible. And I imagine it's probably going to be like a Tyhone or a Mammoth Grave. Take a Mammoth Graveyard out. And that would be the 40. Side decks are 0 to 15 cards. I do not need to include exactly 15 in here. So I think that's going to need to do it. That's about the best I've got from the draft that we had. Again, I would have liked to have pulled. I would have liked to have pulled 3 copies of that. Yeah, Mammoth Graveyard is weird because it's a dinosaur, not a zombie type. The 13th Grave is basically its equivalent. It is actually a zombie, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, you'd think it'd be dark, like dark zombie instead of Earth dinosaur. Yeah, so there's no Giant Soldier of Stone, there's no Mystical Elf, there's no Spirit of the Harp. Spirit of the Harp is the worst one because it only gets debuffed by Yami, but still would have been nice. I guess I could put Dark Energy in the side deck just in case I go down that route, because like Witty Phantom is my best offense, right? Other than Urabi. So I guess Dark Energy should probably come in. Oh, Dark Elf is in the next set. That's going to be pretty good. Yeah, they did fix it with a Goldfine one, didn't they? Great Mammoth Goldfine or something. Right, let's just see how many of these did I actually get. I got plenty of Book of Secret Arts. I just didn't really get the spellcasters to run with it. I'm sure I must have gotten at least one of these, right? Did I seriously not pull any Dark Energy? Uh-oh. Oh dear, that's not great. Oh, bollocks, I didn't, did I? Nope. Okay, so we aren't playing that card, that's for sure. I wanted to, but no such luck. I should probably make absolute sure then that I pulled enough Terror the Terrible, otherwise, you know. Because that would also be pretty bad to not. Yeah, no boost for Fiends outside the army. That's and I only got 2 copies of that too. So, oof, that's a pretty rough one. I'm actually not seeing. Wait, I'm not seeing Terror the Terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and just look at my collection. I think here. If I can find the thing for it. Oh, that's not gonna work. Alright, whatever. I can do it this way. View collection. I can search it from here. Terror the Terrible. I did get 2 copies of. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So he's good as he is. Well, we won't get any more booster packs of this set unless we roll it on the wheel. The next, like in between rounds, we will roll. We will take a spin on a wheel that I've set up before for various rewards and whatnot. We could get extra packs of this set, but after these 24, that's all you get from the set. We might get a wild card, which I could then like take a thing from, but yeah, it's man, I got like 3 Book of Secret Arts, but I didn't get any Dark Energies. Oh, that's rough. Okay, whatever. Lost a Dragon Treasure too, but so I guess considering I'm running Typhon, let me just make sure I've got 3 of that, because otherwise that would be pretty bad as well. I've got 6 of that, that's fine. Alright, Dragon Treasure, I guess, could go in the side. Like, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be siding into anything here, but, you know. Let me just see. Dragon Treasure, I got only 1 copy of it. Oof. It's another one that's, like, kinda ouch. Would have been nice to have had more. Yeah, just 1 copy of Green Phantom King. I'm not really seeing anything else that I even want to put in. I I got one copy of Mystical Moon. I guess I could put that in the side deck because it boosts Beaver Warrior. Mystical Moon. Ah. Yo, Krista. Yeah, I used to collect Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day. I'm actually kind of glad I only got one copy of Pot of Greed, since you can only play one copy. You know, it is kind of nice that I didn't like overinvest in that. All right, I guess legendary. How many legendary sword do we get here? Just a one? I was gonna go legendary sword Sogun for the Succubus Knight to get over 2k walls. I guess I could still do that in the side deck. Oh, legendary sword. There we go. Oh, it's not legendary. Come on. Legendary sword. Name it properly. That can go there. And then, yeah, I've got 2 copies of Sogun. Sogun also boosts the Beaver Warrior, so it's not entirely worthless to have around. Not sure if there's a faster way of putting to side deck, but... Yeah, Labyrinth and Nightmare is... Shift right-click transfers from search to side. Okay, thank you. I have literally we've opened this program like once just to test how the thing. So we know a little bit about using this, but yeah, we haven't really done much with it. And I guess then since I put a Beast Warrior in there, Totsumi Giant might as well go in. I've only got 1 copy of it, but we might as well put that. Oh, right. Let's test that. Shift and right-click straight to side. There we go. That's good. Okay, I think that's gonna have to be it. Alright, save deck as... I'll put it just as that. Is it lagging on me again? I don't know. I guess we'll just wait a sec. Uh-oh. I'm gonna screen cap this real quick just in case it doesn't actually save and I have to like refresh or something. So I can at least put that somewhere and just like remake it. It should be fine, right? But it's... There we go. I mean, I guess you could save it as that, but... Sometimes programs go a bit weird. There we go. Okay, so we have the thing there. Okay, so you stopped like 3 sets after I did. Yeah, basically 3 sets after I did. Right, so I've just posted to Kib that that my deck has been made. I'm imagining he's still constructing his stuff at the moment. Okay. So, what is the game plan with it? Deck is ready? Okay, cool. Alright. Hello.
Oh boy.
Alright. Let's see about getting into the duel room then.
Yeah. So, Pot of Greed being still banned, how do we actually join like the room as such?
We should be able to do traditional like we did last time. Because remember I was using I didn't get to play it in the duel, but we was using like we both used Painful Choice and they had like Giant Trinade that was banned. If we make a traditional one, yeah, traditional should be the format that we go with here. So it's traditional, 2 out of 3 match rules, TCG, OCG, And
All right. So traditional format.
yeah.
2 out of 3 match.
Yep, 2 out of 3 match.
TCGOG.
Yep, that's what we needed to use last time to make it work. So hopefully,
yeah. Classic and host.
Yep. Okay.
Right.
I'm assuming that it's.
Right
I'm assuming that's going to be a thing. No, is it with the cap? It's with the cap log, isn't it? These things are. Is it not?
No.
Oh,
Shouldn't
right. You've changed the password from last time. That's why. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Alright. Accept.
Okay, so. This is gonna be an interesting one.
Tempted has joined the call. Maybe later, Brownie. We're still testing this out here. We're still like really testing this out here.
Yeah. This is as much a pilot of things to come as anything. So yeah, this set is not very good outside of the chase cards, is it?
Alright.
Alright, I'm just gonna pick.
So
Paper beaten by the scissors. Alright, so we are still using the modern rules, if you will, so the player who goes first does not get to draw a card going first, but I think at the moment I'd still rather take the initiative here. So I think that's what we'll begin with. Alright, so good luck, my dude. Alright, so, stand by main. We probably won't necessarily end up remembering to click through these all the time, but, you know, it's worth note anyway. I am going to set a monster and set a back row. Let's go.
Alright, so draw, stand by, main to 1. Alright.
Alright, what you got?
Down. And I'll activate this.
Oh! Goblin Secret Remedy. Increase your life points by 600. Nice.
What?
That's alright. I'll give you that. There you go.
Graveyard. Alright.
Yeah, standby main, obviously. Riveting gameplay here. I'm just gonna set a monster in return. There's not a lot else I think I can reasonably do right now.
I mean, not a whole lot, I guess. Alright. Fine, I'll set this monster down as well. And then I'll set this card down.
Ooh.
Then I end turn.
What could you have pulled there, I wonder? Let's... The problem is, I'm pretty sure that all of these are going to be higher defense than any attack stat that I can muster. So, it's kind of rough. But there could also be like a Hain Hater or Mania Bug or something. I'm going to normal summon Mammoth Graveyard. And I guess I should have gone through the phase, but whatever. We are going to attack into this one and just take the damage here. Oh, it's actually weaker. Okay.
So yeah.
I'm just going to end turn. All right. Getting into the 1200 attack Mammoth Graveyard. How about that?
Well, now there's a fun part. I am going to sacrifice this card.
Oh boy. Oh, you actually got Curse of Dragon. Wow. That's going to get met with a trap hole, good sir.
Sacrifice.
So, yeah, that goes there. And,
can't do anything and turn.
Yeah, both of us pulling a super out here. That's pretty good. Alright, standby main. Let's just put the pressure on a little bit here, I guess. There's no Mirror Force in this this format. I don't normal summon Beaver Warrior. He's gonna be a beaver. And yeah, we're just gonna go battle and just attack with both here. So that'll be 2400. Main 2, I'm gonna set a card and enter. Go ahead.
End turn then. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna send a monster down. Stand by, main phase, end phase.
Alright, let's go. Stand by main. Yeah, let's normal summon this copy of Urubi over here. It's pretty big at 1500.
That's pretty healthy, yeah.
Yeah, battle phase. Let's go attack into the dude. Oh, Manny the Bug. Interesting. What are you gonna destroy? That's a really good card.
And send Beaver Warrior away.
Oh no, my beaver! My beaver was. I guess the beaver was just not long for this world. All right, Mammoth Graveyard, get in there for another 1200.
Yeah, kill the live monster. Don't kill the dead monster.
Yeah. Main 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna enter. Go for it. Manny the Bug is a really good card to get, to be honest.
Yeah.
Curse of Dragon and Manny the Bug, huh?
Alright. Set this monster down. Stand by. Main phase. End phase.
Alright. Go. Stand by main. I'm probably going to walk into Giant Soldier of Stone one of these days, but I'm going to activate Wasteland to give Urubi and Mammoth Graveyard 200 extra attack and defense. Then we're going to go battle. Let's hope that this goes through. Attack with Urubi. Hey, 1700 because of the Wasteland. Needed to get that in. All right, attack for 14. And we will end turn at that. I guess going first and taking the initiative really is actually kind of decent here. Red Medicine, plus 500 life points. Alright. Let's get in the heals.
Right. Set this card down then. And turn.
Okay. I think that's it then. Because we can just flip some of these turtle tigers that we've had down here, and that is 1, 2, 34, 5100. Yeah, we'll just swing in, and I don't think there are any cards that can stop that in this
no.
In this set.
Not in this scenario, no.
Yeah. All right. So that should be game 1 then.
So 1700, 1400. Whoops.
Oh. Big gaze. Oh, I think there's a card. That's like Rainbow Life, I think, that does that.
There you go. Then the 1000.
Yeah. Alright. So.
Sad face.
That's okay. I mean, you get to choose who goes first and second now, right? So.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's all manually done, Azure. That's mostly good, to be honest. But I mean, I can understand why there'd be like potential rule shocking and stuff going on now. But it's mostly a good thing.
So you're saying from the original rules that it's like they don't initially draw off on the first turn?
Yeah,
but I always remember they always drew on their turn.
Yeah, anyway. That's a more recent change compared to like old school games and stuff. Yeah, it's a more recent change that the player who goes first does not actually draw a card. Too much of an advantage, I guess, going through it. Okay, I guess if we're going first then. Is it? Or
no,
it's you going first. Right, cool. Just making sure, because it's like it's sometimes hard to tell with that.
If you can click on the standby main phase,
yeah. That's what I tried to do, and that's why I was like, oh yeah, okay, it's not. All right, let's go. Yeah, we're gonna start this off with Pot of Greed. Joining there. So
what did it do?
It does that apparently. Alright, so
I mean, from the anime, everyone seems to know what the Pot of Greed does.
I know. Alright, we're gonna go in with a Wasteland once again, and normal summon Urubi. And I should have gone in the phases, but whatever, we're gonna attack into Dude for 500. Yeah, because Wasteland puts it up at 1700. Main 2, going to set and end turn.
draw that then. Stand by. Main phase.
Yeah, there's not
you
many.
You can't just spell field spells with other field spells, can you?
So, in the past, yes. If you want to play with that rolling, like that's something that I'm totally fine with. If you want to play by that, and you would just remove it. Nowadays, each player gets one field spell, but that's because field spells have become much more of a like engine for decks. But in the old school days, yeah, there was only one field that could happen at a time. So if you want to play by that, that's fine. I can easily go with that.
I mean, if that's the rule, I'm not gonna go on my way.
It's a modern thing, though. In the past, it would have done that. So yeah, I mean, for just now, we could play by that. That's fine.
Nah. You know what? I'll just activate this here.
Oh, you got the Fisher. Okay, he goes to grave. I mean, if you put your own field spell down, and we are playing with the modern rule, if you will, both of us will just have a field spell in play. That's how it actually like works at the moment.
Is that how it is? Oh.
Yeah. So we either do it where we both can have a field spell at the same time, or like if you put one down just now, mine goes to grave. That's also perfectly fine.
I guess we'll do the modern then.
Okay.
All right. I mean, modern would be just both sides having the thing.
Yes.
Because I was curious about that.
Yep.
All right. So then normal summon.
Ooh, Witty Phantom going in at 1400. Yeah, that's fine.
So banding final phase.
So I will take 1400 down at 66.
Then phase 2. Nope. End turn.
All right. Okay, standby main. I'm gonna set a card and end turn. Go ahead.
Alright.
Once again, thrilling gameplay here.
Thrilling.
I'm glad you got the Fisher though, because that's at least one very good thing of removal that we can use for a very long time, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that doesn't get power crept until like Invasion of Chaos at the earliest, so it's a powerful card to have.
Yeah. Alright. So I think
Ooh, no, you got a 2k defender. That's pretty good. Okay.
Oh, hopefully that will help then.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
Alright. So we phantom attack.
Unfortunately, it is my Turtle Tiger with 1500 defense. So you take 100 on the recoil and he stays on the board.
Right.
He looks very scary, but
spooky, but
he's not actually that powerful.
Alright,
I will draw.
Are we doing the progression series?
That's basically what it is, yeah. With some minor tweaks to try and like help, not quite fix. Fix is the right word for it, really. To help fix a couple of things that I noticed that were a little bit off. Specifically with trying not to snowball all the time, because some of the initial things. I'm gonna summon this guy, by the way. Some of the initial things were kind of hard to watch, like, you know, with all Cimo getting ridiculous luck on like everything, and getting like way more powerful cards than N10, by the way. There, yeah. With Cimo getting like ridiculous more powerful cards, just winning basically every round and getting the wheel to spin every round felt a little bit unfair. So I'm trying to fix a little bit of that, but it basically is the same idea because I thought it was hella fun, and yeah, Kib has been willing to experiment with me, so
yeah, I'm not fun. I haven't played Duel Monsters in forever, so
yeah, I know, right?
And main phase. You guys do that.
Yeah,
all right,
it's fine. So set one.
Let's start this then.
Oh, there's the Skull Redbird. He is gonna get met by a trap hole. That is too scary for me.
Well then, as a backup.
Oh, Swords of Revealing Light too. Whoa, nice pull. All right, that's pretty good. Okay. Standby main.
That makes me ask the question then. For remove trap, it's saying for face-up trap card on the field and destroy it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't destroy a trap card and interfere with it.
No, it's not quick play. You can't play it in response to.
I wouldn't think so because it has to be a continuous trap card. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Remove trap is basically in this set to out Dragon Capture Jar and like nothing else really. Which admittedly is not a bad card to have considering, you know, Blue Eyes White Dragon, etc.
Mention what you're doing for me, Brownie? I'm not sure if I remember.
Okay, if you want to... I mean, it's turn 1 on swords, we're fine with that. You could put a...
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll do it for you then. Can I do it for you?
Yep.
Put a counter on the swords?
Oh,
just so we can count, you know, keep track of how many turns it's been active for?
Whee!
Well, there's dice. That's how many turns swords has got, so that's a good one to get.
I guess one?
Yeah, I mean, I was saying just put like the counters next to the token. You should just be able to like click and drag it like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, one. Okay.
Yeah.
One. Okay.
And then you drag. Yeah. Just so we can keep track of how many turns it's been active for. Hey, Redneck, how's it going?
So that's the end of your first turn then. All right.
Yeah. So it's your turn now.
Yeah. All right. Well, time to go back on the offensive.
Ooh, he's pretty big. Yep, I've not got any back row this time, so he's fine.
So because of your spell card now.
He's at 1700, yeah.
We got 1700.
Yeah.
So, battle phase. Needs to go in battle phase so he can attack.
Yep, that's gonna out him. Let's take that. Go to grave.
All right. Main phase, end turn.
All right. Stand by main.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, building the deck. Yeah, you could probably explain that in a minute if you want to, Brownie.
Okay, I'm gonna set a monster, and I'm actually going to replace my wasteland with a Yami.
Yami. Ooh, that's different.
So that's gonna buff Witty Phantom, which is kind of annoying, but it's gonna remove the 1700 on Urubi.
Yeah. So from 1700 to 1600.
Yes. And I'm gonna end turn. Turn 2 on swords. So.
Alright. Stand by, main phase. Turn 2.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Happy New Year to you as well, Redneck. I hope that it's better than the next one, than the last one.
I'll do that then. Alright. Battle phase. Since he has 1600, he can attack this one.
You sure can. Little Tiger is removed.
Now 1500. You wouldn't have drawn one of them, would you? Attack you.
It is my Green Phantom King. It's 1600 defense.
1600. That's
so yeah. That's why I did it. Yeah, because he would have died otherwise. So.
All right. Good play on that one then. All right. And turn.
All right. I will draw. Stand by main. I'm just gonna pass. Right, swords is gone. I don't really have anything else I want to do that turn.
All right. Nope, that's it. All right, standby, main phase, battle phase. Let's hit the Witty Phantom to attack the other face down.
It is my beaver. It has been exposed.
1500. Yep.
Yep. 1600 gets over that. So.
All right. So main phase 2. Yep, and turn.
Okay. I will draw. Stand by main. I do have my own Witty Phantom now. So is that summon alright?
Yep.
Okay. Battle. We will get over the Urubi for 100. And that will do.
Alright.
Riveting gameplay after this first set, right? I mean, as I said, this is infamously like one of the worst sets in the entire like TCG history in terms of you know, complicated card effects.
Yeah. Alright, so let's activate this card.
Ooh, that's fine. Oh no. That's a good one, alright.
Battle.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 1100 off of that. Jeez. To the grave it goes. Dang.
Now intern.
Alright. Standby main. Okay, we're gonna summon Irby, and we are going to equip it with Raise Body Heat to give it an extra 300 attack and defense. Yeah, I'm just gonna mark it with that so we can know.
Yeah, just to show it's equipped on that one. Yeah.
I guess I could have like choose zone. I could have put it under, but whatever. Battle phase, we are going to use that to attack into Woody Phantom, which will be 200 bigger now.
200.
Yep. And let's just see what you're working with here. We're going to attack into this with Woody Phantom. It is Arm Ninja. Oh! Which spell card would you like to destroy, good sir?
Get rid of that body heat.
I thought you would. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be end turn. Wow, you're pulling out all the tricks here. Alright.
For now. Not for now. So, we'll find out. Alright, set this card down. Main the phase. Battle! No, enter.
Alright. Stand by main. Let's just go battle phase. Let's attack with the Woody Phantom here. Oh, 2200. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna take 600 for that. It's a spellcaster, so it gets the army boost. Oof. Okay, main 2, I'm going to send a monster and end turn.
Attack with a defense monster? What are you, total defense Shogun?
Oh god, I remember that card. That card came out in a tin though. We're not gonna have access to that, sadly. At least I think it did. Okay. Stand by main. You're at 68. That's still way too big to try and make any sort of push, even if I did have access. Let's set a monster and just end turn here.
Alright.
The two I have in attack position are better in attack than defense. I don't want to sacrifice any into a Skull Redbird here that I don't have to.
Yep, I'm gonna set that monster. And I'm gonna enter.
Okay. Let's see. My main. I guess we just attack into this thing. See what you've got. Okay, it is Irby, right? Main 2. Is it worth setting? Yeah, I think so. We're gonna set a monster and art.
Alright. Pass.
Oh no. Alright. I'll think about this for a sec. So, I'm gonna activate Fisher.
If it's a monster that has those attack points. Sad face.
Fisher should get rid of that. And we can, if I've got this mathed out right, we have got Quick Summon for 1000, 2200, 38, 38 plus that's 53, and this makes it 67. So it's almost there. And I actually have a way of getting it there, right? Because I have not summoned this turn yet. So we are going to send this as a tribute to the graveyard to summon our... if I can actually bring it out. Succubus Knight at 1650, which should get us over the threshold here. Yeah, it's just double check. So we've got 1650, 2850, 1600 because of that, which is 4450, 59. Yeah, that should be enough. If we go battle and swing in with everything, yeah, that should be over 7k.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you have in your hand that you couldn't summon then, I wonder?
Well, you know what I should have done, actually? You know what I should have done?
Go for it.
Because I should have done, I really should have done this for a minute ago. So I had this set up here.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do anything because your Woody Phantom had 1600.
Yeah.
You know what I should have done? I should have
Oh, you could have played the mountain. Oh, right. Yeah, because then you could have gotten over it with 14. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. That would have changed things.
I didn't think that went through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if that would have sent that away, and you would have had.
I mean, if we're playing by old school rules, yeah, but I don't think we were.
Well, again, we can play by that. I mean, field spells don't really become that important for quite a while, so I'm totally fine with having just one on the board until later on. I think actually it's quite late into the game when that comes in. It's like I was told it was somewhere like late into the Exceeds era, it's like 2014. We might not even still be doing this by that point. We'll see how the synchro sets and stuff go. Do you want to talk about the draft at all? Like, anything else cool that you got? Do you want to just wait until? Are we gonna do the second set since this didn't take that long?
Well, I mean, we can talk about the draft a little bit because I didn't really get a whole lot of different things. But okay, so this is what I was gonna bring up earlier. I redrafted the first time because I didn't get pot agreed the first time, and I had one pot agreed the second time. But I didn't have a decent enough set of cards that I wasn't really happy with. So
right.
I was like,
Okay.
Can I? I don't know. So I redrafted again.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that's when I got one pot agreed, and then like a different set, which was a little more tolerable. So that's why I got.
That's okay. I mean, yeah, it's understandable because sometimes I've had a few of these that I've done just when trying out stuff where I do, like you say, you get the pot agreed, but you get nothing else. I've had like no Fisher, no Dark Hole, no Vegeki, no anything. That's understandable. This is the only set where we will not, or we will have that sort of rule in place though, and it's only because pot agreed is just it. You have to have it really in order to make this like reasonable. Every other one from here, we've just got to take what we get.
At this point, yeah.
So I was gonna show. I mean, I mean, if we're gonna show a couple of the things that I picked up here, I think that seems totally fine. I managed to get myself some pretty decent stuff here, actually. Got the Dark Hole, which I thought was pretty good.
Yeah.
I did get one copy of Swords myself. I'm being told the rule changed to July 10th, 2014. Yeah, that's really far in as far as the field spell stuff goes. Yeah, I actually got 2 Swords of Revealing Light, not just the one.
Jeez.
Yeah, and Swords is not limited anymore, so that's obviously quite used. Your Arm Ninja was really good for that. Yeah, I also got 3 copies of Fisher, so I was like, wow, that's a pretty strong start. And then I did not get any Skull Redbirds whatsoever. I was really worried about this, going, if you pull Skull Redbird or like any 2k defense things, I have nothing that can out that whatsoever. And I was like, oh god, that's gonna be really rough. I did get one other thing that I thought was pretty cool though, that I was hoping to be able to summon, but just never actually pulled it. I actually got the Dark Magician, so we actually did play the Yugi moment here.
Yeah, you know what? Funny you mentioned that.
Oh my god, you actually got the blue eyes! Holy shit!
Yugi!
Holy shit, you actually got it! We made the joke as soon as you mentioned that you'd be interested in this, of you playing Kaiba and me playing Yugi, and we actually got the signature. Oh my god, I can't believe that. That's ridiculous. This is the only tribute I got.
And just to show that I was ready to go for Dragon types.
Oh my god, dude, that's amazing. Not gonna lie.
Shame.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, this really is Yugi versus Kaiba. There's no other way of putting it. That's hilarious. Okay.
That's fine.
That's pretty much all of the good stuff I got out of this one, really.
You know what? I'll show this here.
Oh, you even got that? Whoa. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna plan as well. As soon as I got Urubei, I was gonna you know what? I'm gonna summon him next turn.
Yeah.
But I didn't friggin',
Wow. Yeah, you got the better end on the monsters, that's for sure. It seems I got some pretty good spell and trap stuff here to go with. So yeah, that trap hole is really good. Obviously, trap hole, dark hole, 2 swords, and 3 fissure was pretty nuts, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Do you want to draft Metal Raiders then, or do we want to?
May as well. I mean, we can show what it's like.
All right. So for now, this bit we just need to quit out, I guess, and I'll exit out so I can not get timed out and stuff that way. And yeah, let's. Oh, I need to give you the wheel, don't I? So let me.
I'd appreciate it.
Yeah. Let me quickly go and find that. It's up here, actually. Quickly give you that. So maybe you'll get to pull one of the cards that you didn't get before, and just go with that. If you get tournament packs, by the way, treat that as Legend of Blue Eyes, because TP1 doesn't exist yet until the end of the next set. So if you get
what? Get the what?
If you get tournament packs on here, just open to Legend of Blue Eyes ones, because we don't have any tournament packs until the end of the next set. Alright, so the other thing is, when you're opening these, if instead of opening 24 packs, obviously, just scroll down without clicking the, well, you can click, I think you can click the sealed. No, don't click the sealed draft.
Yeah, don't click the sealed draft,
but you can add individual packs to your collection, so if you do get, 2 packs of Legend of Blue Eyes here, just do that, as just add each one to the collection before you reflip. Okay?
Alright.
Right, so other than that, yeah, Metal Raiders is the next thing, so I will deafen stuff again here, and then we'll reconvene with our next deck from the new set, right?
Alright, so just to make sure what's the, just explain what happened with the wheel here. So, with the loser's wheel, I'm spinning it just how many times?
You get one, we both get 1 spin of our respective wheels.
One spin, okay.
Whatever we land on, if we previous pack sets, or in this case tournament pack will be the same thing. We'll open, the winner's wheel opens 3, the loser's wheel opens 2. There's got to be some incentive to try and win, right? Yeah. If you get a wild card, then you look through the set with the the card listing I gave you earlier, and pick out a card of that rarity from the set to add to your collection. You'll need to note that down in a separate document or something, because I don't think you can add single cards to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro collection. Somebody might be able to correct me in the thing here, but I don't think you can do that. So say if you pulled Wildcard Super, then that's there. And then Structure Deck, in this case, would be one card, any one card from the Yugi or Kaiba starter decks that came out at basically the same time as Legend of Blue Eyes did. So okay. I think, yeah, you can also see those on that card list thing as well. It's under the starter decks specifically. Yeah, this is a progression thing, Dark Ranger. Okay, does that answer everything?
All right. Yep. All right. I'm good.
Right. I will see you with our next decks then.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, that was cool. We got the thing with that. Yeah, okay, we don't need that one. It is this one. So, as I was saying, both winner and loser, this is just as a thing to, roll in these just to try this stuff out. Both winner and loser will get to spin a wheel here. It's a little bit different from Cimo's one, where only the winner gets to spin, because I think giving the winner too many more advantages kind of snowballs way too quickly. So there still has to be an incentive to win, right? Because otherwise I could have just thrown the game at the end there and gone, I just want to take the wheel. That's not fun. We wouldn't do that, I don't think, but still, the idea is this is not just a between me and Kib thing, this could be for anyone. But yeah, we have a wheel to spin here. We could get a wild card from the set of rare, super rare, ultra rare, or secret. We can get tournament packs or previous set packs. In this case, it is just Legend of Blue Eyes packs if we get either of these slots, because Tournament Pack 1 didn't come out until the end of Metal Raiders. And like I was saying, if we get the Structure Deck one, is any one card from the Yugi or Kaiba Structure Deck, because that was what was released at the time of this set coming out. So, let's spin the wheel, let's see what we get. Oh, it makes a big old noise as well. Okay, just a common wild card. I don't think there's really going to be anything that I actually want from that, but let's just check anyway. I mean, I guess I could take Skull Redbird since I didn't actually get any of those. Yeah, because otherwise it's like Green Phantom King, which is going to get power crept in the very next set anyway. So I think, yeah, we'll add the Skull Redbird. I'm going to make a note of that in my document here because I do have one set up for this. And yeah, so nothing too fancy. We're not going to get access to Regeki. We're not going to get access to some of the other stuff there, but that is fine. I think we're good. So, let's go on to look at the next set here, because, oh man, this set actually has a lot of really good stuff that we could pull from. So I feel like the monsters in this set really should have actually been what was in Legend of Blue Eyes, in the sense that there are a lot more interesting effects and stuff here. Like, obviously, Secret Rare Gate Guardian, whoa, we're totally never going to be able to do that, but Summon Skulls and Ultra is ridiculous. Like, the best tribute monster in Legend of Blue Eyes is Cursed Dragon, right, at 2,000. 2,500 is big. He is a very big boy. I think even Jinzo doesn't beat that. So, yeah, it's a very powerful monster for this sort of time to be able to use. Yeah, that's always kind of good. Harpy Sisters is your first, like, special summon here. Which, I guess if you get... Elegant Egotist is a rare, but you tend to get enough of those. You could go with this, and it'll be fine. Cocoon of Evolution alongside Prevent Rat actually is a playable 2,000 defense monster as a common, so that's going to be a lot easier to pick up. We won't have to rely on Green Phantom King that I only got one of, so that's fun. Armored Zombie at 1,500, I guess if I am still playing the strategy for Wasteland, that would be a thing, but probably not going to be doing that in this one. Because we've got stuff like Master Darkness, I could reuse my Trap Hole, that's pretty good. White Magical Hat is super underrated in you know, until you actually start playing sort of proper in this. If you do battle damage with this 1,000 attack weenie, you rip a card out of the opponent's hand. I don't know if Kib's actually going to play this sort of thing if he gets it, but if you can poke with this card, oh my god, the amount of damage it does. Just card advantage is everything in Yu-Gi-Oh! Being able to take this card away, you know, like cards away from the hand, is just disgusting. Mass Sorcerer is a little bit more of a weenie, and it draws you cards instead of rips them out of the hand. Not quite as good, but that defense might be okay. 1,400's not much of a benchmark in this set though, so wouldn't expect it to get used too much. The Gate Guardian pieces are alright. They are quite... unless you have to bait a removal out in order to get them to work. But if they don't get Spell and Trap destroyed, you do have an ability that basically lets you blank one attack and do a ton of damage in return as well. So, you know, useful 2 tribute monster, I guess, if you want to go down that route. He does have blue eyes, so we might have to rely on something like that. Magician of Faith is in this set. This card is disgusting in any old school thing. Just take any one of the good spell cards back. Get that pot of greed. It's a level 1 spellcaster too that comes up later on in the series. So definitely need that. It's only a rare, so hopefully we get at least one of them. Looking down otherwise, yeah, there's still a lot of basic vanillas here, but they do tend to have higher attack stats. Seen like 1,500, 1,450, it's a lot more common. Tribute to the Doomed is quite good. You discard 1 card and then destroy any monster on the field regardless of position. Fisher can only destroy face-up monsters, so this is a good way of targeting face-down stuff, especially those pesky flip effects. We know he's got Man-Eater Bugs, so there is that. We are playing traditional rules. This basically is the same sort of thing as the Progression series, just with some minor tweaks and things that we might have to discuss to... we might end up limiting the number of ban cards that can be played in the deck, for example. But for now, we're at least to try things out, we're going mostly with how the Progression series has done it. Because it was just so much... it looks like so much fun. Yeah, Change Heart is disgusting, by the way. Take control of one of the opponent's monsters regardless of whether it's face up or face down. You take control of their Magician of Faith and then get this card back. It's broke. Really good. Time Wizard is interesting. Again, you could get this off of a Apprentice Magician later on in the game, if you really were desperate enough. I think I'd play it for this one, like, because it could be really good removal, but I probably wouldn't keep it around. Sangan and Witch of the Black Forest are here. We are playing the same way as in the Progression series. We're playing 3 errata. So we will not have this whole you cannot activate cards or effects of cards of that name for the rest of the turn, and it's not a hard once per turn. These are things which have been added to the card to, you know, like release it off the ban list in modern days, and yeah, it's not great. Dark Sage I don't think is actually in a core set. I don't remember. No, maybe it is in this one, I don't know. Karibo is iconic. That's about all you can really say for it. Catapult Turtle could be interesting. Magical Scientist does come up later on. Technically, you could run with that, I guess. Prevent Rat is another 2000 defense common, which is really good. Tremendous Fire, I mean, we saw Kid played a couple of heal cards. It does do some damage to you as well, but 1000 burn damage is actually quite good. Shadow Ghoul is interesting, because you get more attack for every monster in the graveyard. Late game, that's going to be pretty good. Ryokushin Powered is not terrible at 1600. There's a Winged Beast Blue Ring Crown is in this set, the same thing. Guilty of the Dark Knight might be useful later on with Instant Fusion to bring out a light monster. We'll, you know, for chaos stuff, we'll see that later. Launcher Spider is only notable because it's immune to Paralyzing Potion, which actually isn't a bad piece of, like, disruption in this set. So, I probably won't play it, but it might be worth it just for that. Thunder Dragon is short printed. I've had a hell of a time drafting 3 of these in this set, but if you could get 3 of them, that's fantastic for later on. Discard 1, get 2 from the deck. It puts a light in the discard, so that's going to be fantastic later on. 7 Color Fish puts the general attack barrier back up at 1800, which is way more than what Skull Redbird was a thing. Oh, Dark Sage was in Dark Beginning 1. I knew it was in one of them. Okay, that's fair. You've got a lot of attack boosting by element monsters here, which are all rares. They're kind of annoying. Cannon Soldier, this is not once per turn, so technically you can, like, you know, do some FTK stuff. We won't be able to do that in this series, but still. Bistro Butcher, you really don't want to play it, but it is 1800, so you might have to. 1 Tribute goes up as a common, 2100 for Flame Cerberus. Dark Elf is underrated. Yeah, you gotta pay 1000 life points to attack with it, but it's a 2000 attack level 4 monster. That's actually really good. So, and it is a spellcaster. We did get Book of Secret Arts, so, you know, not a bad one. Witch of the Black Forest is, like, disgusting, considering its defense instead of attack here. That's really good. Blue Ring Crown again at 1600. And then we get to the power stuff down here. It's not even Bow Dragon. Bow Dragon's not terrible, but it's probably the worst Ultra that we could get here. Solemn Judgment is kind of gross. Pay half your life points, sure, but you negate a spell, trap, or monster summon, and just, like, blank 1 of anything. Magijammer is really good. Discard, you know, for all the power spells that you have early on in Yu-Gi-Oh! This is great. Discard a card and negate any spell you want. If he draws a lot of trap cards, 7 tools is actually not too bad. Like, yeah, it's only 1000 life points to pay for it, so that's okay. Horn of Heaven's expensive at tributing a monster, but it's, again, pretty alright. And then as for removal, again, there's block attack here as well, which is soft removal, because you just switch their monster to defense and then run over it. So that's actually pretty good for this format. And then, of course, the big one, Mirror Force is here. This card is no longer limited. If you somehow pull like 3 of this, you could play all 3 of them. That's gross. Robbing Goblin's underrated as well. Paralyzing Potion just stops monsters attacking if they're not machines. And Heavy Storm rounds out this set as well. Very powerful card. It is a super rare. It's the first spell and trap removal that we'd have access to. And yeah, spell and trap removal is a pretty difficult thing to come by in a progression series, from what I've seen. So for a long time anyway. Also, Stimpack is kind of okay too, just getting over like any monster for a while. So yeah, those are pretty much the main like draws here. So let's get on. Once Chrome actually decide. Oh, it's over here. That's why. Once Chrome is in the right spot, we'll full screen this again. Actually, no, I need to move back first, don't I? Let's go in as we do. Yo, Chief, how's it going? Yeah, alright, so 24 packs of Metal Raiders. Let's go. So we've gone over a decent bit of what this set has to offer. Let's see what we get. Nothing too great out of the first one. I think Electric Lizard stops, was it like a non-machine or something from attacking next turn? That's about as good as it gets there. Not really too good for a first pack. Oh, Dark Elf is not bad though. Again, 2000 attack. It's pretty good to, you know, start off with here. A lot of these cards just instantly power creep what we've been using, so that's good. Muki Muki is not great. It has 600 base attack. It gets 300 more for every card in your hand. So I guess it's a good turn 1 play, but you're probably not going to have enough cards to really make it work. Great Moth is probably like the worst rare that you could get, just about. Not really anything else in here. Dream Clown is kind of okay. If it switches from attack to defense, then you destroy a monster on the opponent's field. But it's only 1200 base attack, so I don't know, like I might play it, but it's not exciting. Neither's this pack, really. Tremendous Fire is okay. Again, Great Moth is the absolute last rare that we want to see here. So not great on that one. Ooh, White Magical Hat's good though. So, happy enough to see that. Like, we'll be able to rip cards out. 6 packs in already, huh? 7 color fish. Yep, it's 1800. We definitely need to play that. That's fine. Yeah, Soul Release is okay, but it's a spell card. It doesn't really do much. Yo, Witch of the Black Forest. There we go. So yeah, this is really good to have for so much of this. Witch is just great. If it goes to grave, you get a monster with 1500 defense or less from your deck. So all of the big attackers. Hoshinigan doesn't work. Crass Clown's kind of okay. I think if this goes from defense to attack, so I guess if you flip summon it, it works, then it returns the monster on the field to the hand. So not as good as Dream Clown, but it's got better stats than Dream Clown. So I guess there's that. Millis Radiant doesn't really do anything. A lot of these, like, weenies can attack directly, even when there's monsters on the field. That's probably not worth playing them for, but you know, it's there. Ryukish Empowered, it's not too bad. This is one of the worst cards to ever exist. Level 5, 1550 attack, like, come on. Even the first set had more than that. Mass Sorcerer, okay. Jirai Guma is another one I didn't say. This is 2200 level 4, that when you attack with it, you toss a coin, and if you call it wrong, you lose half your life points. But it's a 2200 attack level 4, so that gets over the 2k defenders that we've been dealing with here. So it's probably fine. A third Muki Muki, wow. This is not looking great at the moment, I will be honest. Let's see, Witch's Apprentice doesn't... I mean, it's probably okay with some of what we have. We have a few darks to go with, like Blackland Fire Dragon, I guess, is 1500, that's okay. Yeah, not a lot for 14 packs in. Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, but we haven't pulled any regular Thunder Dragons, so that doesn't do anything, unfortunately. Alright, next up, a third Great Moth. Uh-oh. This ain't looking too good, dudes. Paralyzing Potion is okay. Cocoon of Evolution is 2000 defender at least, so there's that. Yeah, this isn't looking good. Fake Trap isn't worth playing. I mean, if he's got Heavy Storm, then maybe, but yeah, some extra defensive tools here, but nothing too great. Castle of Dark Illusion might actually be okay with some of the stuff we've got. Yeah, Elegant Egotist doesn't do it. Block Attack, definitely not. No Magician of Faith or anything like that, really. Second White Magical Hat, there's the first Thunder Dragon, finally. But it's too late, we're not going to get a place out of that. Yeah, White Magical Hat's good. We just need to be able to attack with it. 4 Muki Muki, wow. Prevent Rat's fine, so at least there's that. There's Magician of Faith, okay. Yeah, I know, there's the old, uncensored artworks and stuff, whatever. Yeah, Magician of Faith is just definitely something that I needed to pick up here. if we're going to stand any chance of this long game. That can pick up Pot of Greed, that can pick up Dark Hole, you can get it off Witch of the Black Forest, it's really good. 2 Witch of the Black Forest, so even if I don't get Sangan, at the very least we have 2 Witches, which is good. I mean, I can get Jiraigumo and everything as well, so... last pack, and it is a second Faith. You know what? We didn't really get much out of this. Especially considering what, like, you know, there were no Ultras, basically, like, what, 2 Hollows, maybe? That was it, so I didn't really get much out of this, but ending with 2 Magician of Faith and 2 Witch of the Black Forest, it could be worse. I'm not immediately sure how this is going to factor into to making a strategy that we can win with here. But, hopefully, something can actually come out of this, and we will be able to handle this. Oh, I didn't even... Oh, sorry, kid. Okay. Yeah, apologize. I feel bad because I missed a thing from Kib there. Alright, let me... Gotta bring this back over so I can actually see stuff. I was too busy actually, like, you know, speaking on things here. Alright, deck construction. Keep what we had before. Spoilers, most of this is gonna get ditched. I think we probably have to keep the Dark Magician, because we didn't actually pull like much to replace it with. Okay, so before I do anything else, I'm gonna remove pretty much all of the yeah, sorry, I don't I don't have legendary Yu-Gi-Oh content for you, I am afraid. Yeah, we're just gonna toss like pretty much everything except the Dragon Capture Jar. I didn't know he had Blue Eyes as well. He's got Blue Eyes, Curse the Dragon, and Trihorn. So we might end up keeping those in. We gotta keep that in the side deck. The Yami, I'm probably gonna side if nothing else. Need to toss all of that. Is that a goat deck? Now we're basically playing Cimo's progression series. At least as the idea for it. I'm pretty sure Turtle Tiger is gonna get removed here as well. Tyhone, definitely. Alright, let's start seeing the stuff here. So, I'm sorry I keep moving the mouse like too high up here and going out of full screen. It's kind of annoying, but at the same time you need to have access to that top bar, I guess. Alright, we got 2 Witch of the Black Forest and 2 Magician of Faith. Those are the first things that are absolutely going in. No Sangan, but I think I'm okay with that considering what Witch is capable of doing here. We also got White Magical Hat, 2 of those. So that has to go in. Hey Blue, how's it going? Dark Elf. Whoops. Dark Elf has to go in for sure. We've got 1 copy of that. How many Jiraigumo did we end up with? Because I know there was at least 2 by the end of it. So there's 1. Yeah, Buster Blader would be a fun one. I don't know if I'd play it, but it'd be fun. So there's the second one. Just looking closer at the top. I only got 2. 7 color fish, I only got 1. Oh my god. I only got 1 7 color fish, so... Once again, kind of pulling light on these strong monsters, to be honest. Yeah, not the greatest, but that's okay. Let's go with Prevent Rats. I know I got at least 2 of these. But I'll just check again first before I put them in. So I know we got the 1. Where is he? I should probably just look at it from the collection rather than scrolling up and down it. I don't know if you can sort. Did I only get 1? Ooh, that might be rough. Yeah, let's try and sort this by. Yeah, I mean, when you're drafting, there's not necessarily a whole lot that you can do other than that sometimes. It's probably the best way of doing this. Like, I wish you could sort this by set. That's the that would be the. I mean, I guess maybe you could create a box or something and have it that way. Boxes used to organize it. You can add pieces of your collection to different boxes. Oh boy, yeah. Jeez, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Yeah, it's hard to. It doesn't seem like you can sort by. Or search for. Oh, maybe you can. Metal Raiders. Ah, yes. Okay, so you can do it that way. Right. That's pretty good. Okay, so that means then. Oh no, that's not how it. No, that's searching for the card. No, that doesn't help. Maybe if I do it this way. So it'd be nice to actually just be able to filter by the set. Okay, looks like that worked actually. Yeah, just like searching collection for Metal Raiders. That seems to work. Alright, Cocoon of Evolution I only got 1 of. Wow, so I'm still pretty short on defensive mons here. Oh boy. I got 4 Grass Clown though. I guess we could play that. Yeah, I guess I did get like 2. I did get a couple of castles. I got 2. One's first edition, one's regular. Castle of Dark Illusions is like 1930 defense or something, which I guess does out most of the attackers and stuff we could have. Yeah, like 1930 defense. I did get 2 of those. I think we're gonna have to put that in because I really don't have many other like good defensive things. Block attack. That is gonna be prime removal here. So. Yeah, 1 face-up monster the opponent controls. I did get 3 copies of it, so I guess we can go with that. Speaking on some other stuff here, Blue Wing Crown I got 1 copy of. So let's put that in, I guess. 1 copy of that. Ryukushin Powered as well. How many of that did I get? Ryukushin Powered, I only got 1 of that too. Jeez. 1 7 color fish, 1 Ryukushin Powered, 1 Blue Wing Crown. Oh, yeah, that's tough. Am I actually gonna have to play the Bistro Butcher? I really don't want to. Tremendous Fire I have enough of. I guess we can put it in. I may not keep it, but I'll put them in at the moment. I guess I should put them in the side deck if I'm going to do it that way. Do that. let's see. Witch's Apprentice, I guess. If I'm going to play a lot of Dartmons, then I could. I actually have more lights than I do. So, no, I don't really. That's not happening. Let's see. Paralyzing Potion is another one, which... come on. Paralyzing Potion is another one I should probably put in. If I actually... I guess it's got to be with the Z. Yep. So that's going main deck. I did pull 4 of it, so we're fine. Let's see. Mass Sorcerer, I got 1 of. I mean, it depends what he managed to pull himself. It might still come in handy. So we'll put it in anyway. It's draw power, if nothing else, right? Oh no, I got a... Okay, yeah, no, I see the Juraguma. There's 2 of them there. One's first edition. Doesn't separate that way. I did get 2 Hoshinigin. I don't really have the lights to go with that. I think Witty Phantom's probably going to get removed pretty soon as well. Ring of Magnetism over the potion? I guess? I mean, I can always... I've only got 1 Ring of Magnetism, so I guess I'll have to play some potion anyway. But yeah, Ring of Magnetism isn't terrible for this, right? Oh no, you can only equip this to a monster on your side of the field. No, that's not gonna work. That's okay. I was gonna look at it anyway, so you just got me to look at it earlier. Yeah, that's not gonna work. If you could equip it to the opponent's monster, reduce their attack down, and then, you know, just have to attack it, yeah, then I would play that. But, yeah, unfortunately that doesn't work out. Yeah, Dragon Piper's the out-to-dragon capture jar if that gets pulled in. Whoa. It's not much else. I mean, Armored Zombie should probably, especially if I'm gonna play... I only have 1 copy of it, right? Ugh. Right, let's get those out of the deck anyway. I only have 1 Armored Zombie. How did that happen? He's gotta go in anyway. Then there's stuff like Armored Lizard is at 1500. So like I should really, like, remove Trial of Nightmare. Probably leave my beavers unexposed at this point. Armored Lizard, yeah, is at 1500 attack. It's not the worst in the world, so I could go with that. I don't think I have any other, like, zombies to... Like, remind myself, what does this do again? Oh, it's a non-zombie monster attacking Electro Lizard cannot attack on its following turn. It's probably not good enough to play. There's Gazelle. Yeah, there's a lot of things at 1500. So, like, that's okay. Yeah, I didn't get any Happy Sisters or anything like that, so we can't play that Elegant Egotist. Lava Swamp Battle God take tributes, they're probably not worth it. If I'm gonna play a tribute, it's gonna be King of Yomi Makai, I imagine, because that's at 2000. Princess of Tsurugi I got a couple of. That's if he has a lot of spell and trap set, that would be fine. Yeah, there's the Unhappy Maiden, I guess. Skips the opponent's battle phase when they destroy it, right? Have a couple of those. Yeah, when it's sent to the graveyard by battle, immediately ends the turn. Oh yeah, dude, he's gonna like absolutely destroy me with something amazing here. I can tell. But that's fine. Like if he does, it is what it is. There is Yado Karo as well. That's at 1700 defense. That's better than the Green Phantom King that I have, right? Like, the effect is terrible, but we're never going to use the effect anyway. It's the sheer fact of it's a 1700 defense card here. Yeah, and then there's just a lot of stuff at 1500, which isn't great. Yeah, Solemn Judgment would be real scary as well. Yeah, the Immortal Thunder doesn't do a lot. I guess I'm... Oh, Stimpack. Did I get that? Oh, you're kidding me. I got 0 of that. Oh, no. I didn't even get that. Oh, we're gonna have to play Sword of Deep Seated in order to do stuff here? That's gonna backfire really badly. Oh, I do not like that. I have 2 of this. Which is bad. Like, it's not the fact of it only gains 500, it's the fact of it goes back on top of your deck when it's sent to graveyard. So it stops you from drawing a good card the next turn. I don't like it, but I think that might have to come in. Oh no. This is not quite what I was hoping for. Do I have to play Muki Muki here as well? I pulled like 4 of them. It's so bad later on in the game though, right? Yeah, it's 300 attack and defense every card in your hand. So like if you play it going first, it's gonna have what, 1800? If you only play that. Which I guess is okay. Going second, you could have a 2100 card to try and get other stuff. That might not be bad. I might have to play that, just because of how many I pulled here. I don't like it, but I think that might have to happen. Okay, the annoying thing about King of Yami Makai is that it's 1530 defense, so I can't actually search it with Witch. But that still might be worth playing just because it's a 2000 attacker. And that matches his Curse of Dragon. I have double Swords of Revealing Light. Is there a reason to not play like Dream Clown in this deck? The fact that I have 2 swords to protect him with, that might actually be worth it. Not what I was expecting to be playing here, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I think that might actually be something worth using. Now, block attack only works on the opponent's monsters, so I can't actually use it to go from there. But yeah, I think that actually is something which we're going to go with. Sword of Deep-Seated does give defense as well as attack, which is interesting. Stimpack only gives attack, so... alright, so we don't need... I forgot there was a forest in there. We don't need that. Yeah, I think the Muki Muka can stay as a going second card, which we obviously don't know if we're gonna go second on the first shot. I don't have any more zombies to use with the... I didn't even get Pumpkin, did I? There's a P. No, I did. I got 1 copy of it. Okay. Now that's going old school. Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts. Whilst its face summon the field, it gains 100 attack. Yeah, and it gains additional. Starts off at 1800. To the side you go. I might end up having to use that. King of Yami Makai. Again, to the side deck. Now I've got to cut a couple of cards. While the Urubi is a pretty obvious one to consider cutting here. Armored Zombie basically does the same thing, but with synergy, quote-unquote synergy with Castle of Dark Illusions. So, like, that can go side deck. I guess. Why would I side it in, though? That can just kind of get removed. And 2 to the side from here. Right, Kib is ready. I have a lot more spell cards than I used to, that's for sure. That's good though, because we got 2 Fae. I guess I could side a paralyzing. Oh, that doesn't work from there. Okay. It's only from here. That's fine. I guess I'll side one of the paralyzing potion. I have triple fissure, so like monster removal wise, I should be okay. Yeah, I think we'll. There's 26 monsters in here. I should probably remove a monster. Let's go. He has swords himself, but I'm gonna remove Arms Ninja, I guess? One spell on the field, destroy. Yeah, that's probably fine. And then one other card for our side deck here. Honestly, might just put like Millis Radiant in, because we've got a fair few dark earths and stuff here now. It's a tiny weenie, so it's probably not going to do anything that special, but yeah, I mean it's probably for the best. Alright, save that. Yeah, Mecha Splitter could be something. Okay, let's remove those. I'm pretty sure I don't need that. What was it called again? It's, well, Launch a Spider, that's the one. We only got the one, so that has to just get sided that way. And if we're going down that sort of route, whatever, Jinzo 7, I guess. It can attack directly, maybe that'll be useful. Alright, sort deck. Yeah, seems about as good as it's gonna get to me. Let's save that up. And oh, hello again.
Oh, yeah, hey, we're here.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, so that was a set that existed. Hopefully you got some good stuff out of that.
Hopefully we'll... Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Alright.
Alright, should be in room now.
I see you in the unlimited one. Okay.
Unlimited?
That's okay, well... That should still
no,
be... Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
I was gonna say that should...
I chose traditional, damn it. Pot of Grease forbidden. Man! So will it be host traditional because Pot of Grease forbidden?
What are the rules that you've set with that? Is it still TCG OCG that you got there?
Yeah. Traditional, 2 out of 3. Pot of Grease forbidden.
Maybe... I mean, maybe we do just have to put it in unlimited then?
I guess.
That's fine.
Alright. And I guess that works then.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, this, I doubt that many of the monsters in your deck are still the same as they were before. Hey, there you go. Considering how much better a lot of the monsters are in this set compared to the previous one, but we shall find that out as we go. Alright, so we are going...
have the honor.
Yeah, we're going first here, so we don't draw the cards down my main. Thinking...
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck, duelist. Let's go ahead... No, we don't draw a card going first. I'm just being dinged in chat with that. It's like, no, that's not how. That's not. I mean, we might change it so that that's how it works and stuff. But for now,
Monday maybe. But for now, it's how like this for now.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna normal summon Armored Zombie, and I'm gonna end my turn at that.
All right. Let's draw.
He's a very decayed warrior over there.
He is, sadly. Let's see what happens.
Oh, yeah, that's a good going second card. Yeah, he's got 2100, huh?
Yep. Yep, for 600 attack with plus 300 for every card in my hand. So 9,
that's
12, 15,
attack
18,
and
21.
defense. I feel like I need to respond to that. I'm gonna trap hole it.
Oh, don't.
Because that's
well,
too big.
I guess I'm gonna have to respond to your monster then.
Oh, yep. Down goes the zombie. Back where he belongs.
Alright.
Alright. Let's see.
So, reset.
Yeah.
Rinse and repeat.
I'm going to normal summon Witch of the Black Forest, as I should have done that to there. And we are going to swing in for 1100. Which is a very good card. We're going to end turn at that.
Oh yeah, that's a very good card. Alright, let's set this card. Stand by, main phase, end turn.
Okay, so I'm just to clarify, and I'm sure somebody else will have probably already gotten to this. Just to clarify, Muka comes onto the board with its continuous effect already there. Same sort of thing as why you can't trap hole a Jinzo, because its effect is permanent. It's already in play as it comes down. So like you can't trap hole Jinzo because its effect to negate traps already happens. Same thing with the Muka here. Its effect to boost its attack is already in play at that point.
Yeah.
Right. Samurai Main, you're sending a monster.
Because specifically, Trap Hole targets a monster with 1,000 attack points. Summon a monster that's summoned, normal or flip summoned. And because that monster was summoned, monster was normal summoned with the effect happening, it was summoned with 2,100 attack points.
Yes. What could you have set that would be... I'm just going to go battle phase. I'm going to just attack in here. I want to see what this is. Yeah, it's 2k. I thought it would be, so I figured there's no point in summoning. And
no point in keeping secrets.
Yeah. Main 2, I'm going to normal summon Dream Clown, and I'm going to end my turn there. So when Dream Clown goes from attack to defense, it destroys a monster on the opponent's side of the field.
Yep.
But he's got to actually get to defense first.
Yeah, first. But let's see if it can happen.
Oh, off there you go.
Activates.
What does it do?
What does it do, I wonder? Alright, so...
That's scary.
Alright, well, if it's gonna do that, I'll set that one. And... yeah, end turn.
Okay. Alright, stand by main. You know, I saw that pot of greed. I liked that pot of greed. I used that pot of greed.
No, I used it. I used my pot of greed to draw 2 cards.
Alright, to the grave that goes. We are gonna switch this Dream Clown to defense position, and we're gonna destroy the face down monster. Mystical Elf. Whoa, multiple 2k defenders. Okay. We're gonna Fisher the Aquamador. Get that out of the way.
Destroy one face-up monster your opponent controls as lowest attack.
Yeah. Yep, it's not on the field in general. So it is
specifically your opponent, it's just on the field in general. That's right.
There is a card later on, Hammer Shot, that is on the field as a whole. But, and then we're going to normal summon Masked Sorcerer here. Go battle phase, we'll swing in with both, that's 2,000. And when Masked Sorcerer does battle damage, it draws a card. So do
It
that.
draws a card, not you, but it.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah. So it has a card now.
Yeah. Good to know.
Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do.
Nope.
How do I get rid of that? Need to. How do I fix that?
SS special summon.
I can't. When I click on it, it just view and badge. Oh, right, yeah. Special summon defense. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry. Right, yeah, because I wanted to click main 2, and I guess the pull-up thing for him just kind of got in the way first. Main 2, I will set the card and enter.
Let's draw.
This is the thing of, this is like only the second time we've even looked at this thing, so... Like, I know the pendulum zones are in the wrong spot here, too. I don't know exactly how we're supposed to
set that monster down.
Playing on defense a lot here, Kib.
Yeah.
That seems pretty rough. Okay, standby main. So, I don't... Yeah, there's nothing you can summon at the moment that has more than 2,000 defense. I'm going to normal summon Blue Wing Crown, and I'm going to equip it with the Sword of Deep-Seated. I have no idea how it holds it, but it gives it 500 attack and defense. So,
yeah.
So that puts it up at 21. We're going to swap this guy back to attack. And, yeah, we're going to go battle. We're going to swing in with the crown. Oh, Dragon Piper. I actually didn't even think about using that. Makes sense, because, you know, Dragon Capture Jar is a thing. It's 1800 defense. That's actually not bad. And then, let's see, we've got 11, 9, so 2000, 3200 total.
Or just enter all each individually.
Yeah, that's fine. And then Mass Sorcerer lets me draw a card. And that will be it. So, yeah, your turn. This is a big bird over here.
Yeah. Well, the most I can do is activate this card.
Ooh, yeah, Paralyzing Potion. That's gonna do it. So, yeah, I will put a second counter on that to show. Yeah, I might as well.
Fun with it. Why not?
Ah, it's a 2300 attack bird now.
Yep.
Except it can't attack. So.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm gonna have to defeat.
Oh, the Weenie Squad gets it. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's do that. And as soon as I get that, should be done. Alright, game 2.
Didn't I choose to go second last time?
Yes, you did, but the loser chooses. So.
Oh.
Alright.
Alright, let's see if we can actually get something going here. Set. Enter.
Okay. Alright, let's go. Standby main. Let's see you have it. I'm gonna normal... am I? No, I might be a bit of a weenie here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and set pass. Might be a bit weenie, but it seems suspicious. I don't know. Good old T-set coming in.
Yep. Oh, let's set this one as well.
Ooh. Alright. Standby. As soon as I can get it out of the way, standby main. Realizing there was a card that I probably should have put in my deck that I actually didn't yet, but that's fine. It's not really that big of a deal at the moment. It's just I'm thinking about it and I was like, yeah, that would have been nice. I'm gonna activate Swords of Revealing Light, which will flip your monsters up. Oh, that's why. Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm going to normal summon Dream Clown, and he can't get over anything right now, so I am going to pass turn. Yeah, Witch the Black Forest of your own as well, that's pretty good.
Alright, then... does this activate when you summon a monster, or does this activate just whenever I feel like?
Are you meaning Witch?
No.
No. Okay.
A certain trap I have.
Okay. No, that's fine. You don't need to. You don't need to say any more of it. I'm fine.
Well, I'm curious.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's just gonna flip and go to attack. It's not a summon, but it is my my Akumador. Yeah, I did pull one myself. That was the only 2k I got, but...
Yeah. I was just saying just whenever. If you're sure... do I want to, though?
That's the question. Oh,
no, I don't think I want to.
Okay, right, so that's one turn on swords, then.
Yeah.
Alright, stand by main. I'm going to switch this guy to defense to destroy the Akumador. I don't know if I like doing this, but I'm going to activate Fissure to destroy the Witch of the Black Forest here. We'll get the Witch Search, yep. So 1500 defense or less from your deck.
From the deck onto my hand.
From the deck to your hand, yes. Blackland Fire Dragon. I was thinking about playing that one because it's just old school and the finest. But what I did pull, however, I didn't just get the Mass Sorcerer. We have White Magical Hat coming in here. So more of the weenies. It seems to be a theme with this right now. I'm gonna switch the Mador back to defense, and we're gonna get in and try and attack for 1,000 here. And White Magical Hat, when it does battle damage, randomly discards a card from your hand. So we will, you might want to shuffle up first, just to be sure. We will take that one. So that goes to grave. Ooh, mountain. Okay. And then I'm just going to end turn. Using Fissure on the Witch of the Black Forest is a bit sketchy, but I think when you can get the discard off, it's fine. Oh, he's getting pretty big. 1800, huh?
1800.
Unfortunately, swords currently prevents it from attacking.
For now, so that's end turn.
So turn 2 on the swords. I will draw. Oh my god, why? It's because I want to go standby main. Whatever, you know it's down there. This is going to have to elicit some sort of response, isn't it? I am going to 2 tributes for the one and only Dark Magician. Coming on out. Is the summon okay? Do you have any? You don't have anything to respond, right? Okay.
No.
We're going to shift this guy back to attack. And battle phase, we're going to swing in to the Blackland Fire Dragon, the Dark Magician. Down goes that. We can attack directly for 12 with Dream Clown, and that is going to end turn. Dream Clown is really good with Swords of Revealing Light, it turns out. You know? Yeah. Because you can't attack it, so it can just shift a couple of times and destroy stuff on the field. Seems pretty good. Alright, so Swords is now to the grave. So we'll draw. Yep, stand by main. Yeah, I don't think there's really a reason not to do this. Let's shift Dream Clown to defense to destroy the monster. Ooh, no, wow, you got another 2k. Yeah, we'll normal summon Mass Sorcerer and hit in for 3,400 total. unless you've got something to stop, which I guess not, and we'll draw a card. Main 2, set and end turn. Go ahead. That Magician's a big boy in this format, it seems.
It's a bit. You know what?
Yeah, Sangan's pretty good too in terms of pulling stuff here. Yeah, get rid of the Dream Clown. That's makes sense. Yeah, it's one of the things I was not so sure about playing that card, but
Yeah, end turn. That's all I got.
alright, standby main. Let's go battle and Dark Magician attack. Down at 15, you get the Sangan Search, unless you've got Karibo. Then it would matter.
No.
Oh. Oh, Mystical Out. Yeah, wow. That would be the thing. Yep, alright. Attack directly with Mass Sorcerer then. Dang. Alright, so what did you get from this set then? Is not... I think I saw...
I had some interesting cards, I just couldn't ever draw them.
Yeah, because I saw like Blackland Fire Dragon, Witch, Block Attack of... no, did you use Block Attack or was that just...
No, I stopped defense.
Okay, yeah, stop defense. Otherwise, I'm seeing a lot of the stuff in the previous set. So, like, what kind of stuff did you get then?
Not really a whole lot to say. Like Witch of the Black Forest, Sangan, and some other stuff. I was actually debating on whether using the side deck. I had a side deck ready because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna maybe use these cards as well.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about it, but I guess they just didn't work. This card is almost pointless if I don't have the advantage, so it's really... I gotta get rid of that card, but it's the only
Yeah, I actually didn't pull any of those myself, but I would have used it last round because, again, you know, destroying a monster is good, even if it does cost you a lot yourself. You know, you can be in that situation where the opponent just pulls out a thing that you can't beat otherwise, and yeah, that'd be fine. But yeah, not really much.
You know what? Something that would have been freaking nice to have, though.
Oh my god, you got Change of Heart. Oh no! Oh wow. Okay.
Would have been nice to draw on those, but no.
Oh yeah. We'll need to. Oh, that's why. That's probably why you couldn't do a traditional one. You're only allowed one pot of greed in the deck. That's probably why you weren't able to do it. Because yeah, you need to. I guess that would make sense. Wow, you had a lot of pot of greed then, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense as to why you weren't able to put a traditional duel up. Is because yeah, even in traditional, you're only allowed one of each band card. So yeah, we'll keep a note on that for next time.
All right. So one
yeah,
pot of greed then.
It's fine. It's worth a note. So you, I think, ended up getting the better end of this for sure because I didn't really get like
even though you won. Don't even. Shut up.
You have Change of Heart. The best that I got is I got 2 Magician of Faith, which is honestly is really good. I just didn't get anything out of this set to really use it with. I did get 2 Witch of the Black Forest, so I guess the other one will have to go grave. So I didn't get any Sangan, but I got 2 Witches. So I guess honestly, if you
I had 2 Witches and 2 Sangan.
Whoa, yeah, okay, that's really good. That's gonna set you up nicely for later on. Yeah, so Magician of Faith is...
I couldn't draw this either.
What? You got Miracles? Hello? Oh, shit! Oh, fuck, okay. I'm gonna have to deal with that for the rest of the series. Oh, no!
Wow.
You got Change of Heart and Mirror Force? I got like maybe 1 or 2 hollows total, and they were both completely useless. I got like Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon that I couldn't use. And you got Mask of Darkness to... Oh my god, dude. Okay, did you get any Magician of Faith, though?
No.
Okay, so... Yeah, a lot of the stuff otherwise would be the same. That's kind of... Right, I'll show you... show you what... Oh, I've got to actually X out of that first. Yeah, I can show you what I was running with that. It's not pretty. I only got one 7-color fish. I only got one Ryokushin Power. I only got one...
Oh, you...
I only got
Yeah,
one like Blue Wing Crown.
Again, I chose the Castle of Darkness and the Pumpkin King.
Yeah, I had to. I kind of had to because I only had one Prevent Rat and one Cocoon of Evolution. So I still only have 3 monsters with 2000 defense. So it was like I had to kind of do something with that, and I was like, oh, that's not gonna be great. I forgot Dragon Piper was a thing. I ended up the Yado Karo in there was I played it because I was like, okay, it's got 1700 defense. That's usually better than like most of what I have otherwise.
Yeah.
But I forgot Dragon Piper would have probably been the better play there at 1800. Yeah, my face down actually, since you did see Dragon Piper, my face down actually was Dragon Catcher, just in case. I have one copy. I have one copy of this card, and I was like, I'm pretty sure you're still going to be on at least Blue Eyes and Curse of Dragon right now. So, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to put this in just in case. I actually sided that in game 2 as well. I did have the Mukumukas. I put those in the side deck. If I was going second, like if you won this game and we went to game 3, I would have probably sided in the Mukumukas and tried to do what you did, like draw at turn 1, get a 2100 body off. Yeah, otherwise I didn't get anything in this set. Like, I got a couple of Witch and a couple of Magician of Faith. They are going to be really good later on. But Change of Heart and Mirror Force, dude, that is really good. Yeah, okay.
A good win, though. Ow.
That's fine. I mean, hey, this is only the second set. There are plenty of... I mean, the next one is Spell Ruler, which has got... Oh my god, it's got so many good cards in there. There's Snatch Steal that could go well with the Change of Heart. There's obviously the power discard stuff, Delinquent Duo, Confiscation, the Forceful Sentry. Those are all disgusting cards. And then there's Mystical Space Typhoon for Spell and Trap removal could be good. Because we didn't get... Neither of us got Heavy Storm by the looks of it, so... yeah. Yeah, Snatch Steal and Change of Heart. I summon Blue Eyes White Dragon instantly. Yup, that could happen. Yeah, and then there's a lot of good res. There's a lot of recruiters and stuff in the next one too. Like Destroyed by Battle, you get monster with an element out for 1500 attack or less. So there's a lot more board presence that can come in. Maybe stuff like Mass Sorcerer might not end up working as well in that aspect. Dream Clown definitely won't work next set. Everything's too big for it. Yeah, no, there's a lot of cool stuff to come for sure. But well, did you have fun at least?
Oh yeah. I'm glad to be able to play Yu-Gi-Oh again, or Duel Monsters, I should say.
Yeah. Do you want to leave it at that today, or do you want to go for the next one anyway?
I'll show what I get from Luce's Wheel at least, and then we'll call it there.
Yep, that sounds good. I will do the same then. Thank you very much for playing, though. We will try and do this every Monday then, you think? You're able to go with that?
Alright, yeah.
Yep, and we'll, by the looks of it, at least for the moment, we might end up having to only play one later on as we get more cards and things get more complicated. But I think at least at the moment, we might be able to get like 2 sets done for a while.
Yeah, sounds alright.
Yeah. Alright, I will leave you to spin the wheel. We'll do that as well. And yeah, until next time, thanks again.
Until next time. Alright.
Okay, yeah, so so Kim kind of pulled a little bit better than we did. That's for sure. Oh shit. Change of Heart is something that could just come down at any point here. If he gets Painful Choice in the next one... Actually, no, he didn't get Magician of Faith, did he? So that might be a little bit scary. The fact that we do have Magician of Faith, I think, is going to be really big for later on. But 2 Sangan, 2 Witch of the Black Forest, Change of Heart, Mirror Force. Oh boy. That's gonna be something. But yeah, I guess since Kib's gonna do the wheel thing as well, we might as well do it too. So this time I should probably tell him. He's asked about the tournament hat. So yeah, Tournament Pack 1 actually is available now. So yeah, we actually tributed for Dark Magician. We really did pull the Yugi thing. That's great. Alright, let's spin the wheel, see what we get. Looks like another common wild card. Never lucky. So, yeah, wildcard for this set. There's a common. Stimpack gets immediately power crept in the next set by Malevolent Nuzzler, so there's no point in getting that. Just a common, huh? 7-color fish honestly might not be a bad idea. Because, yeah, 7-color fish lets you have another 1800 here. Yeah, because there's a common, that means we can't get stuff like Witch. Yeah. I didn't ask him what he got in the wheel last time, actually. Thunder Dragon would be great. I only pulled one, though. There are tournament packs that have Thunder Dragon later on. I'm wondering if it might be worth it to, like, get the second one now and hope that I can get a tournament pack with it later on. The fact if I only got one in the pull is really bad, but that might be the best bet. Because yeah, Jiragumo's not worth it. The 2K defenders are fine, but we'll get more of those as we go along. They're in most sets anyway. How am I going to do fusions? Well, for now, Labyrinth of Nightmare has got Fusion Gate. I did pull Twin Head in Thunder Dragon, didn't I? Yeah, Labyrinth of Nightmare has got a fusion field spell that could get used. But later on, we're going to be opening a couple of the duelist packs like Jade and Yuki and whatnot, and there's polymerization as a common there. So later on, we'll be able to do fusions by actual poly. But for now, yeah, it probably would be. There's Fusion Gate in Labyrinth of Nightmare that could use. Yeah, if I take 7-color fish, that's going to get power crept pretty soon anyway. I think, yeah, Thunder Dragon's probably the best bet. If we take the Thunder Dragon, then that means I have 2 of them for now, and we might be able to get the tournament pack with one later on. Yeah, so I'm going to make a note of that just now. That's what we're taking here. Oh, I didn't even use the Skull Redbird that I picked up in the last one. I probably should have done that, but whatever. I actually totally forgot about it. I wasn't even thinking in that sense. Yeah, so what I was going to show, I think, was... I wanted to see if I could find... I'm sure there's a tournament pack that has it in. So, by the sounds of it, Kid rolled Tournament Pack 1, which we didn't get access to, but like, if he gets the ultra rare Mechanical Chaser, that's going to be pretty hype. Not gonna lie. There's not really a lot in here that's that good. These spell cards are gonna get power crept by Malevolent Nuzzler, so that's not really too big a deal. White Hole is interesting because we do have Dark Hole, so I mean he could try and play that, but that's a really specific counter. Probably not gonna see that. Mechanical Chase is like the only good thing that he could get. Yeah, I'm sure there was a tournament pack that had Thunder Dragon, but I don't remember which one it is. Might even be TP3. We will have a chance at getting like a few cards from Dark Beginning and Dark Revelation stuff later on. I think Dark Beginning 1 or 2 I think has got Thunder Dragon, so we might be able to pick up our playset later on. But yeah, for now that's as far as we're going today, it seems. So yeah, these aren't gonna cut it. Maybe it's in one of the champion packs or something. Regardless, though, I think this was a lot of fun. Like I said, we didn't pull super great out of the last set, but I think setting up with Magician of Faith and stuff like that is good for the long game. But now, any time that Kib sets a back row, I've got to worry if that's Mirror Force, and that's scary. God. I can't believe he actually pulled that. That's that's gonna be terrifying to deal with. Yeah, I'm still. Oh, the TP8's got all the monarchs. That's pretty good. I know there's one of these. Yeah, Champion Pack 1. Is this the one that's got it? It's got Solemn Judgment. It's pretty good. King Tiger Wangu. I'm sure there's one of these that's got it. It might take a long time, but we might be able to pull it later if I'm thinking of this right. Yeah, there it is. Champion Pack 2 has got Thunder Dragon. Let me go through my stuff here. So I made a rules thing for this, just so I like listing stuff down. Champion Pack 2 comes in Strike of Neos. That's like so far away. But you know what? We've got that to potentially look forward to. And then I think Dark Beginning, one of the Dark Beginnings ones had it, right? Is it? Well, we can check Dark Beginning 2. Let's see here. Dark Beginning 2 has got Thunder Dragon. And that set came out in Cybernetic Revolution, so a little bit earlier. Alright. Yeah, so we might be able to pick this up later on. It is a common in there as well. We'll only have access to 2 or 3 packs of this set, but if we're lucky, we might be able to pull it on that. Oh, and just to show this wheel is not like completely rigged, right? You can pull things which are not wildcard common, just to show that it's not completely rigged. Right. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me tonight as well. I've been speaking for a very long time here, so like I was saying, we're gonna try. I know, right? It's like, oh, just pulling common cards, but you know, yeah, we're gonna give this a shot. I believe, yeah, we're gonna try and do this every Monday then, which should include next Monday too. That'll be exciting. But I think for a first like pilot thing here, this went really well. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have here. I can't believe he pulled the blue eyes when I pulled Dark Magician. That's like such a typical moment of that. GG's, Kib. Yeah, best of luck with the next set, and yeah, we'll draft it on the day and probably get Spell Ruler and Pharaoh Servant done in the next one. So yeah, until next time though, everyone, take care. Bye bye. Oh, you got your new headset. Awesome. Wait, didn't you say that wasn't even shipped? Oh, well, whatever. Bye bye.